We are here in the kitchen with Chef Ernesto Duran from Cafe Bien. And you were here on behalf of Duke It Out, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on. But first, tell us what we are making.
Today we're making our steak skillet.
Steak skillet?
So it's in our restaurant, our breakfast menu right now, served all day long at Cafe Bien.
Okay.
It's a sirloin steak cooked in a cast iron skillet. Potatoes sauteed with leeks, roasted poblanos, cheese, tomatoes, roasted tomatoes, asparagus, and a couple of eggs anyway. We're going to do them sunny side today.
Fantastic. Now, you know, honestly, I usually never think of steak as a breakfast item. It's a pretty common breakfast item. Gives you that nice
steak and eggs
to get you going. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
and I just do the eggs when I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad that you are here, Ernesto. We're going to be cooking this up. We're going to talk about the Duke It Out Challenge and talk about what's going on at Cafe Bien. But for right now, we're going to head back over to Brittany. And I turned back just in time to sample some delicious food from Cafe Bien. Yes, that's not brains. Chef Ernesto Duran. Chef
Chef.
It did make me a little dumb, but that's, you know, that's all. So we're talking about the Duke City,
Duke It Out.
Duke It Out.
Duke It Out. Okay.
I told you, well, you're cooking, and I just.
Tell us a little bit about Duke It Out.
Well, it's a new competition. I think it's the first year for it. It's at Builder Source. It's a great competition because it's for the El Ranchito de los Niños.
Yes.
You know, so it's a fundraiser. It's a nonprofit organization.
Great organization.
It's a great organization. You know, they help keep children together.
Yeah.
You know, families so they don't get separated and stuff. It's a really great event. It's to promote all the restaurants. So a few of us were chosen, the lucky of us who were chosen, who are already winners. It's going to be like a real cool competition. You know, they kind of set some boundaries for us to compete against one another. There's a portion of the competition which will be for guests. So it's called the
So you got a little bit of a zombie virus too.
Wait, do the guests cook also?
No, what they do is they taste the little bites that we provide for them, and then they vote. You know, so it's like
So this
it's
is
like
their opportunity to be the they'll be able to judge exactly.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I don't like the texture.
Yeah,
that's what I.
And they're also right there in the mix with the chefs, so they're getting to see some of your secrets, how you're doing it,
you know,
which is really exciting.
It's almost how you sell it. You know? So if you sell your plate, you let them know that you did this for them, you explain to them, and they love it. You got to romance them. So you know, part of the people's choice is being able to have the gift of gab and to be able to talk with the guests and see if they enjoy you. You know.
So what are we making here? We're talking a steak skillet.
Yeah. So this is a steak skillet. It's from Cafe Bien. You know, what we do is try and use as many local ingredients as possible. We put a lot of care into the ingredients. We take our potatoes, we roast them with garlic, onions, salt, and pepper. We take our poblanos, we roast them just the way you would green chilies, we peel them. We take our roasted tomatoes and we put them in the oven for about 2.5 hours, low and slow. They become like candy, like pizza sauce you guys tasted before. White asparagus, just something to add a little bit of color and a beautiful texture of crunchy asparagus. Sunny side eggs. Of course, you can't forget the sirloin steak.
Of course.
You know,
Can't forget that.
It's just a beautiful marriage of textures and savoriness.
Okay.
You know?
See, you're very good at selling your food.
Yeah. So this is going on. So you're putting all these in. You mix all these ingredients in with the potatoes and the leeks.
Yeah.
You said the leeks are kind of like gigantic onions, like gigantic green onions.
It's like a big green onion. You know? I mean, it's got wonderful flavor. When you take the leeks and you cook them down perfectly, they'll have like this wonderful texture, but they won't be like fibrous. You know, they'll just be super soft and they're not as like strong as a regular yellow onion or a red onion. They're a little more tender. They're a little more sweet. You know, they're really a wonderful object, especially when you're putting together a hash like this, because it adds the texture, it adds the flavor that you want from onions. You know, it just does a whole bunch of stuff for the dish.
Okay.
So, and on the steak, you're cooking that at a medium rare? Is that what we're going for on the medium?
You get it to your preference in the restaurant. I like mine medium rare, medium rare.
Too.
So what we do is we just, you know, we take a feel of it. This one's still a little bit rare in the middle, so we just let it go high and we put it on the cutting board. We let it rest for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we slice it. We put it above the hash. We put the eggs above that, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful breakfast.
Fantastic.
So as we finish this cooking, how do people get tickets to Duke It Out?
Okay, so what you got to do is you got to go to, you call the number on the screen. It's El Ranchitos de los Niños. You know, there's some ways to win tickets, so you just get a hold of them. Follow all the numbers and all that stuff we're providing for you, and you know, you'll be able to come and join us and enjoy some of the food that's going to be provided for you.
You can also check out Builder Source Appliance Gallery, which is fantastic because all the kitchen utilities are fully functional. you can get some ideas if you're doing a kitchen renovation. Get some ideas while you're there,
Gorgeous,
folks.
gorgeous stuff over there.
Absolutely. We're going to continue cooking this. We're going to let this rest, the steak rest for a little bit. Then we're going to dive into it. But it's had a hard day. It's
Yeah.
had a hard day. Stay with us, folks. A lot more to come on Tu Casa Style.